Sagat the Best. He is now the best Street Fighter in the world.
He's called the Emperor of Muay Thai, the King, a warrior scarred by defeat and fueled by discipline. Sagat's return to Street Fighter VI marks not just the reappearance of a fan favorite, but a revival of a legend. Today we deep dive into the story of Sagat, his origins, his battles, his evolution across decades, and what his return to Street Fighter VI means. Sagat made his debut in the original Street Fighter game in 1987, developed by Capcom. Not just as a playable character, but as the game's final boss. Towering and powerful, Sagat was designed to be the ultimate test for the players. A Muay Thai master who demanded precision, timing, and guts. His iconic moves, the Tiger Shot, Tiger Uppercut, and Tiger Knee, debuted right here. But he wasn't just a challenge, he was the genesis of one of gaming's most iconic rivalries. It was in this first game that Ryu scarred Sagat with a surprise Shoryuken, leaving a burning mark across his chest. That single moment changed Sagat forever, planting the seeds of revenge that would define him for years. After his debut in Street Fighter, Sagat became a recurring and iconic character in the franchise. Here's a look where he's appeared. Street Fighter II, World Warrior, he returns as a boss, now a member of M. Bison's Shadaloo. In Street Fighter II Turbo, Super Street Fighter II and Super Street Fighter II Turbo, playable versions of Sagat begin here. In Street Fighter Alpha series, it explores his backstory and rivalry with Ryu, as well as his fallout with Shadaloo. In Street Fighter IV, Sagat is back as powerful, reformed warrior, no longer seeking revenge, but resolution. In Street Fighter V, released as DLC, Sagat is now fully devoted to training, meditation, and mastering Muay Thai for personal growth. Capcom vs SNK, Marvel vs Capcom, and other crossovers, Sagat remains a staple in almost all Capcom's legacy games. Street Fighter VI, now after a long wait, Sagat finally returns with a modern redesign and new motivations. Maybe a wiser, more tempered fighter, but still deadly. Destruction! For nearly 40 years, Sagat has become a symbol of what Street Fighter is all about: strength, pride, defeat, and transformation. After his humiliating defeat by Ryu, Sagat sought power and vengeance. That path led him to Shadaloo, the criminal syndicate led by M. Bison. As one of Bison's four kings, Sagat was a feared enforcer, but he was also deeply conflicted. He despised Bison's manipulation and longed for a fight that would restore his honor, not one drenched in corruption. His rivalry with Ryu became less about revenge and more about growth. Sagat wanted to fight Ryu again, but as an equal, not out of hatred. By the time of Street Fighter IV, Sagat had already left Shadaloo. He had changed. No longer the angry, vengeful titan, but a warrior in search of meaning. He takes a student-like approach to life, training in solitude, confronting his own weaknesses, and embracing the true philosophy of martial arts. This is the Sagat that resonates with fans, a fighter who has evolved, turned from a bad guy into a neutral character at least, maybe even a sort of anti-hero. And now in Street Fighter VI, he isn't just a cameo, he's a full-blown character again. Fans have been craving his return, and it looks like Capcom has listened. Maybe here he can take more of a mentor role for new challengers like Luke, Jamie, Kimberly and others, but hopefully he still has his devastating moveset, and is still the king of Muay Thai. But what makes Sagat such an enduring character? I don't think it's just his gameplay, even though that is fun, and his signature Tiger Uppercut is iconic. I think it's his story. He's a man who fell to his worst instincts and fought his way back with honor. He's a character who evolved, not just in power, but in spirit. From villain to anti-hero to master. His presence forces others, like Ryu, Bison, and even the player, to question what it truly means to win. Sagat's journey is far from over. With his return in Street Fighter VI, a new chapter begins. Whether you fight with him, against him, or simply admire his path, one thing is clear: Sagat is back. And the world of Street Fighter just got a whole lot more disciplined. Hey, if you liked this video, Great, I want to make this sort of short dives into every character as they get announced or shown gameplay, as we know all the next characters in Street Fighter 6. But if you enjoyed this one, maybe you enjoyed this other video also. Like and subscribe.